Barr condemns alleged Trump conduct, but says, quote, I don't like the idea of a former president serving time. Close quote. I'm Tyrone Bowman. This is Tyrone Bowman tonight. According to CBS News, former Attorney General Bill Barr has been highly critical of former President Trump's conduct in the classified documents case, but doesn't believe Trump should go to prison for the alleged crimes. Quote, I don't like the idea of a former president serving time in prison, close quote. Barr told, quote, Face the Nation, quote, on Sunday when asked whether Trump should serve a prison sentence if he is convicted. But Barr did not excuse the alleged crimes outlined by the Justice Department. Quote, This is not a circumstance where he's the victim or is government overreach, close quote. Barr said, quote, He provoked this whole problem himself. Yes, he's been the victim of unfair witch hunts in the past, but that doesn't obviate the fact that he's also a fundamentally flawed person who engages in reckless conduct that leads to calamitous situations like this, which are very disruptive and hurt any political cause he's associated with, close quote. The former president is charged with 37 felony counts related to his alleged mishandling of classified documents after he left the White House. The indictment alleges Trump kept the classified documents in boxes stored at Mar-a-Lago, including in a bathroom and shower, a ballroom, and his bedroom. The documents allegedly contained information on U.S. nuclear programs, potential vulnerabilities of the U.S. and its allies to a military attack, and plans for potential retaliation in response to an attack. Trump, who has pleaded not guilty to all the charges, is also alleged to have shown the classified documents to others who did not have a security clearance to be able to view them, and also to have obstructed the National Archives and Records Administration and the Justice Department's efforts to recover the documents. Barr said he believes Trump lied to the Justice Department and said Republicans who have accused the department of acting politically in this case are wrong. Quote, The department had no choice but to seek those documents, close quote, Barr said. Quote, Their basic argument really isn't to defend his conduct because Trump's conduct is indefensible. What they're really saying is he should get a pass because Hillary Clinton got a pass 6 or 7 years ago, close quote. Quote, That's not a frivolous argument, but I'm not sure that's true, quote, Barr said. Quote, I think if you want to restore the rule of law and equal justice, you don't do it by further derogating from justice. You do it by applying the right standard here. And that's not unfair to Trump because this is not a case where Trump is innocent and being unfairly hounded. He committed the crime, or if he did commit the crime, it's not unfair to hold him to that standard, close quote. Trump and his allies have repeatedly compared his indictment to the FBI's investigation into Hillary Clinton's use of a private email server when she was Secretary of State. The FBI concluded that Clinton did not act with criminal content, and she was not charged by the Justice Department. In the last few days, as Barr has commented on the federal charges against Trump, the former has denounced his former Attorney General as a, quote, disgruntled former employee and a very weak person, totally ineffective and very lazy. Yeah, whatever. Close quote. Barr said Sunday that Trump is like a, quote, defiant 9-year-old kid who is always punishing or pushing the glass toward the edge, defying his parents to stop him from doing it, close quote. Quote, he's a very petty individual who will always put his interests ahead of the country. Barr said, but our country can't be a therapy session for a troubled man like this, close quote. Special Counsel Jack Smith is also investigating Trump's conduct involving his actions surrounding the 2020 presidential election and the January 6, 2021 riot at the U.S. Capitol. Barr said he believes Trump is a target in that case and he expects charges to come this summer. Quote, I've always said, I think the January 6th case will be a hard case to make because of First Amendment interests, close quote, he said. He also said he's skeptical of the case against Trump in Fulton County, Georgia, where a grand jury recently wrapped up an investigation into the former president and his allies' elections to overturn the 2020 election. Barr said he expects Trump to be indicted there as well, although he thinks that case could be less sound due to First Amendment issues. Quote, we don't want to get into a position where people can't complain about an election, close quote, Barr said. We're reminded that Trump pushed the Georgia Secretary of State to, quote, find, close quote, votes for him. Barr said there could be, quote, innocent interpretations of what he said, close quote. I'm Tyrone Bowman. Never surrender. Never quit.